Producción.
And we're off. TrapnChercha Season 3, Episode 3. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Yay. So, we have a special guest today. First of all, I want to start by asking everybody how their weekend went. Guys, Brandy, Pinksters, Anthony, Smurf is here with us. Our friend Giancarlo. Everybody's here. How was everybody's weekend? Awesome. What did you do? You bagged? You smashed?
Yes.
Nice.
Now from Clubhouse.
No, where did you meet this one?
Actually, Instagram.
Nice. Yo, brands be rocking, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I live vicariously through brands.
I'm batting 300 this
Yo,
season.
he be hitting, bro. I be like, coño, ¿qué tengo que hacer, yo?
Oh, wow.
And Pinky?
It was nice.
Yeah? You'll leave it at that? We're not going to continue asking you the same question.
It's very sensitive to execute that. I don't want to be the Cuomo of the crew right now.
No. Pinky is here because we were going to be Me Too'd and canceled, but now we have a girl.
I'm affirmative action.
Exactly. They cannot cancel
You're
us.
the token.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every time they're like, "Oh, you guys are male chauvinists, bonita totone."
But look at Pinky.
We have Pinky, duh. And now,
Check.
Anthony, how was yours?
It was good. Can't
Yeah.
complain.
Yeah. Todo bien.
Todo bien, tú sabes.
Muy bien. And today's guest, very special guest, personal friend of mine, but our first actor. I believe we've had artists that have acted, but we haven't had actors that were artists. So that's our first one, straight from Dykeman, my friend Kareem Savino. Kareem, pleasure.
Pleasure to be here, guys, with you all, enjoying, these progressive Latinos doing their thing here. Yeah, my weekend was great. Thanks, Frankie, for asking.
I said everybody.
I do all the fun stuff, like taking my son to the park and,
It was a great weekend for that.
oh man shit.
It was a great weekend for that. I did the same. They wiped me out.
The weather was good.
It was great for that. We went to Seaman Park and they wiped me out. Those kids can eat and they can have mad ice cream and they can have mad pizza.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a great time for that. So let's get into let's get into Kareem first. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into the current events and everything, let's get into Kareem. Kareem, tell us a little bit about yourself for those of us who do not know your backstory and your background.
Okay. It's pretty simple. It's not simple, it's complicated, but for the most part, I'm a young brother who grew up in the Heights, Dykeman to be exact, but I'm like a nomad. I moved around a lot. I've been in the arts since I was a child. I started acting since I was 13.
Nice. What was your first gig? What was your introduction to the acting world?
It was an industrial commercial for FIO Shorts.
Nice.
And it was my first audition. I remember vividly. I ended up going to this audition for a Walkie Talkie, and my godbrother at the time, he was like, "Just do everything they tell you to do, and you're gonna get the toy." So I was like, "Word?" Never done anything like that before, so I walk into the room and I do exactly what these folks tell me to do. And then they go, "Okay, well, thank you, Kareem. You can go now." And I was just like, "Wait, what's up? Okay. Can I get that walkie-talkie though?" And they didn't want to give it to me. And I was a spoiled kid. I was the youngest of four, so applesauce, crisscross, got down on the floor and started crying, waiting for my toy. And then they loved my enthusiasm, and they told my godbrother to come in the room. And they're like, "Give us like 5 minutes and come back in the room." So in those 5 minutes, they told me, "All right, well, good news and the bad news." I was like, "Well, what?" "Good news is you got the job. Bad news is you won't get the toy." I was like, "Fuck that, I want my toy. I don't want a job."
So what was the toy?
It was a walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie?
I'm talking about, this is like in the early 90s.
I'm about to say, like, we could dead ass get you one in Hobbyland.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, no. I'm talking about when you couldn't just go to the corner Kobe toy store and get one.
This wasn't that. I know your age, bro. This was about mid-90s already. If you were that old,
Yo, bro, take it easy, alright? What are you
you
talking about?
could get the walkie-talkie, bro.
I'm 25. Like,
Yeah.
that's how my mom said it.
Fuck you, yo soy jovencita.
Yeah.
So from there, you developed this love for the.
So then from there, I was going to a school downtown.
Which school?
It was called
The new school?
PS11 in Chelsea. So my father used to own an apartment in downtown. So I was one of the fortunate ones that I didn't have to go to school in the hood. My mom would commute downtown so that I could go to school with these little kids that, you know, were from influential families. And there was a drama program. I mean, in my kindergarten, I had a pool in my school. Like, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. So there was this lady who ran the drama program, and then she saw me, and then we started like hitting it off. And then from there, she just started sending me out to auditions, bro. And then ever since then, she has been my manager. So since I was 13,
Wow.
I'm still with her till this day. Karen Raposo, shout out to KPA. Yeah.
We love this.
So yeah, man. So she's been, you know, pushing me out ever since, and then, you know, that's how I got the bug. But it didn't happen really up until after I graduated college. I went to school at the University of Buffalo, and I ended up majoring in political science with the minor in Latino studies, and then I wanted to be a lawyer, away from like the whole acting thing. I actually wanted to be a politician, the whole greater good. I thought that would be something to you know, promote.
There's still time.
As a Latino and as an Arab, I felt that it was something that I could do to represent my people. And then I said, fuck it. I got in my car and came to the city and just said, I'm an actor.
So what was your first major role?
My first major role, which was in 2006, it was a film called Liberty Kid, where I was a lead in it. I think you watched.
I've seen all of them.
Yeah,
I love all of them.
Liberty
And every
Kid.
time I watch you on SBU and reruns, see, that's my friend Kareem.
Late nights, so you're like...
Always. I always think, I tell you, yo, I just saw you on TV again.
I usually get the 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning calls.
Like, yo, man, I think I just saw you on TV. Is that you?
Like,
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
It's always fun.
So give us some of the credits, some of the people you've worked with that people could recognize a lot. I mean, like I said, I've seen you on SVU a couple times.
Yeah.
You seem to either play the bad kid who did like rob the bodega, or you're a cop. So it's like
Well, you know, staying true to how society loves to treat our people. I'm either the cop or the thug, and you know, I could play great thug. Give me your money. Don't get scared. And I could also play a great cop. I could play a great cop. Some of the show's credits. The last show that I did was a show on ABC called For Life, which is produced by 50 Cent.
life for life.
I've been on Blue Bloods. I've been on Mr. Robot with Rami Malek.
Love him.
Girls on HBO.
Yes. That's where you really blew up, I would say.
Sure. I mean,
That's when you got some cred. That's when we're like, yo, that's our boy Kareem. He really out here.
yeah, you know, I've been blessed to have been able to work for all this time, and you know, I was saying the other day, I just feel like I'm getting started. So, you know,
Nice.
I got 20 plus years in the game, and I'm still going at it like if it was yesterday that I got started. So that hunger still lies. That's pretty much my
What you
point.
played then for life?
For Life, I played a guy. It was episode 4 of this season that just, and I was a hood kid who got somebody else in trouble, and then the guy was representing the kid who was in jail, and I came by to see his moms, and I was like, listen, you know, I just want to check up on so and so, and
See, I'm gonna go home and watch it. 'Cause
yeah.
all I
You
do
watch
is-
the show?
I leave a recording until all the episodes are over, and then I watch it. Because I hate starting to
binge.
watch something and just finish. Okay, I gotta wait for next week to watch it.
I'm the same
we
way,
have on
man.
demand, bro. You don't have to record it no more.
No.
That's
He's
what I'm
right
talking
though.
about.
That's what he's saying.
Oh, on demand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's annoying. It finishes, and you be like, shit.
Yeah,
I want to know
yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck happened to the next episode.
I think Netflix has ruined our lives.
Yes.
'Cause
Yeah,
we're so
sure.
accustomed to
Yes.
binging and all that bullshit that it's just like, oh shit.
And
Yo no voy a esperar 2 semanas para esta mierda que otra
Ain't
vez.
no
bro.
commercials, because it always when the best part comes, ahí viene un maldito comercial.
You know, that's why I don't.
That's
That's why I
annoying.
don't watch Hulu. Because
Yes.
of the motherfucking commercials, they sneak it on you. Like,
Yes.
yo, wait up, what are you
It's
doing?
funny you mention that because one of my son's flexes that he has premium Hulu, and he's like, you don't see no commercials on mine. Like, but I got the regular.
Yo,
I got the regular.
And he doesn't want to share the password with you?
It's his,
Yeah.
I'm only gonna say it's his mother's Hulu. So that's all I'm gonna say with that.
He's his mother's son.
That's all I'm gonna say with that. But
Your dad loves you.
yeah. But bro, so what could it go from here? So the last year has been a little difficult. Not as much production.
I think for all of us, yeah, no, I mean,
Right.
LA is completely shut down to the extent that they might be producing like 2 or 3 shows, if that. And New York was shut down and it opened up, but then they have all these protocols now with COVID. Que lo que pasa, one person has COVID, they shut the whole shit down. So,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
the only show right now that I think is, there's more in production, but the only rare shows that were in production was fortunate enough for me was For Life and
SVU still.
SVU and BMF now, which is a show that 50 Cent.
Oh, you gonna be in that?
I auditioned for something, but there's gonna be so many roles that the role that I was auditioning for wasn't something that we wanted to like really
Big
pursue
Meech?
because do I look like Big Meech? Big Meech? This time I'm a Beach show here. Big Meech. No.
Larry Hoover.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a hit though, for sure. But
Anything he does is a hit. Let's be
I
honest.
mean, that guy, he got the Midas touch when it comes to TV, because he got the machine behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, as someone that has partied with BMF, I'm excited for this show.
Word?
Yo,
So
Brands
it's
has
gotta
been
be
in
nuts.
places.
Is that you?
Huh?
You said as someone who partied with
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
You.
yeah.
Brands has been in places
Yeah.
that is just like he'll tell you the story and it's like
He's like the Where's Waldo guy. Like, you weren't there, but you were
they'd
there.
be like, yeah, so I was with Puff and this and that. Who he was with? No, I was with
So,
Puff and this and that happened at el otro. And I'm like, and you didn't call nothing. Yeah, it was no big deal, but I can't tell you the rest like that because I promise I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. You were in Mama Juana trying to sell a bottle that day, and I just
whatever. So yeah, Brands has he does production and stuff like that. So
dope. Music?
no, he does
video
video.
production.
Oh, video?
Yeah.
Got a videographer over there?
Oh, dope,
Young
man.
Carlo, yeah, got link up. Young
Politic
Carlo.
after.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they bucking.
Here we go again.
Yo, Piggy, you didn't even flinch.
Yo,
You live in the Bronx,
How come there's
obviously.
nobody doing sound effects in the background? Is this shit from the street?
Yo, Picky,
Yo,
you know
bro.
Picky lives in the Bronx because she didn't even flinch, B. Yo veo bled everything, and Picky was like, they're bucking us.
That's what we do all day,
That's
every
my
day.
phone ringer.
You know?
All day, every day.
Well, see, one thing I wanted to know is your opinion. I feel that TV has taken over the movie space.
Yeah.
Do we feel like that movies it's kind of a dunzo for that one?
I don't think movies will ever be a dunzo, and theaters either, but I think theaters is going to be more of an event to go see like Marvel movies and like big action
So we're
films.
gonna only go there like 3 times a year anyway.
Pretty much. And I mean, look, I just recently took my son to, I have a 5-year-old kid, and we went to go see the Raya.
That movie was fire.
Phenomenal movie.
You could have watched it on Disney though.
Yeah, but it's the experience. Like
I
he
get it.
remembers going to the theaters
I get it,
when
man.
the Spider-Man movie came out, but so yeah, he wanted to go to the theater. So we ended up. I said to myself, logically, I was like, all right, I don't really want to be in a theater where there's tons of people, right?
Yeah.
So I try to choose a theater that I felt that not too many people can get.
You went to the
access
East Side.
No, so I went to Ridge Hill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's
Yeah,
always
that's
a lot
great.
of people
So I
there.
thought, no,
Yeah,
but-
about to
I'm
say.
always there.
yeah, but no. Well, recently I got the 5 o'clock show, early show, and it was just me and my son.
That's
The whole
dope.
theater.
That's dope.
That's
And
dope.
then in the middle of it, minority time, we had some folks who walked in like
Yeah. That always happens.
with like a family of 4, and then it was cool.
Raya was a fire movie.
I
Watch
loved
it,
it, man.
guys.
I mean,
Riot?
the
Raya on Disney Plus, bro.
The only thing
Okay,
is that I
I'm gonna
hate
check
when she dies at the end.
yeah.
No. I
always
tease.
say
that.
I tease. That would have been fucked up, right?
I
No,
always say
but what I don't like is that every Disney movie, and as a person of color who's trying to teach his kid better and change the narrative, the Disney movies, all the there's always one parent. Like there's always one parent who died. They like to like advocate for single parents.
That's what you think is going on?
No, bro, look, it was her and her father only. Where was the mother? Dead.
Didn't think
Thinking,
about that.
nah.
That's a
Beauty
crutch.
and the Beast. Father.
Father. No
Little
mother.
Mermaid.
Father. No mother.
Bambi.
This is true.
Yo, bro, do you think I'm
The
lying?
mom died.
This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a
Yo, they're
conspiracy
pushing that
fact.
agenda on us again, Brands.
Nemo. Oh, no, that's Pixar, but it's owned
Yeah,
by
but
he
he
even have a family?
no se recordaba de nada.
Yeah.
That's a date drug.
Nemo?
Yeah,
maybe
Nemo's
Nemo.
always like, I forgot.
No, that's Dory.
Dory.
I'm a Dory.
You be forgetting?
I'm very forgetful.
That's awesome for the show.
So
Bad joke.
that you won't be offended by everything we say, Pinksters.
Just temporarily.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
And then I don't give a
And then you take a shot and be like,
Yeah, it'd be
motherfucker, you said that about me. crazy.
But you know what? I say that to segue because this week was a very big week. As Frank, the comic book geek, loves his comic book movies, they put out the Snyder Cut for Justice League, which was absolute fire. They should have. I don't know why they didn't put that out as the original.
Yeah.
And then they put out Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is a show. For character development, we need shows, bro. We can't do it in the movies.
I have my qualms in regards to the Superman thing, the Snyder Cut. Because once the movie's garbage, it doesn't matter who
Bro,
else
did
you
you
see
see
it.
it?
So
Wait. Allow me to speak. Once the movie's garbage, even if it's coming from somebody else, the story plot is still gonna be garbage. It's just rearranged.
Right.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
He redid the whole movie, bro.
Yeah, it's a
different movie.
different.
The tone is
Completely
different. The lighting's different. The acting, I
Nobody
felt was
likes
different.
DC movies. It's
I
all
was
about
with you.
Marvel.
I was with you. But listen to me, Kareem. Do you trust my judgment?
Depends.
Bro, it was fire.
So a lot of people are saying if this was the movie that came out,
It would have been a whole different world, bro.
yeah.
It was fire. It was
It's-
4
I
hours.
haven't watched. But
It was 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah, but that's where I go into. That's the whole thing. They can't make movies no more like that. They have to do it in like intervals to get that character development. It was way more fleshed out.
I disagree with you.
Do you? Well, that's nothing new, Pinky. But why?
Because they don't make movies like that anymore. I think Hollywood has become so dependent on special effects that the art of story writing and character development, even in such a short amount of time, has really been lost. That's why I love 80s movies, because you really felt a sense of who the people were.
And a lot of purrs.
A lot of purrs.
A lot of purrs.
A lot of purrs within the first like 15, 20 minutes, you know? And if you see the movies that we love the most, right, don't have these special effects that now Hollywood has to constantly compete against each other.
Well, they're afraid that if they don't make a blockbuster, it's not going to make blockbuster money. So
And that's what it's all about. It's
Yeah.
about the money. See, art house movies still exist, right? And you still have these film festivals that are very like prominent still. Like you have the South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Tribeca,
Tribeca and all that. Unfortunately, it's digital now, but it's harder to create these, beautiful stories for $2-3 million, and then you're only gonna gross $100,000.
Yeah, they're not
gross,
doing that.
not even net. So it's like they don't, and that's another. And we can delve into the whole situation with why we don't have enough Latino actors out there that
Please do.
are in the mainstream. And
Because, bro, I want to have a Latino superhero, and we don't have them, bro.
I think we need that. And,
We need, yeah.
And statistically, we're one of the.
Pause real quick.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, we're just continuing with that, I guess.
No, so hold up.
That was good shit right there. You're right about the whole film thing. Like you hit it on the money. It's like.
But that's my point. That's why we need the TV. The TV's only gonna flesh it out. They're not gonna flesh it out in a 2-hour movie.
What do you think?
Endgame was 3 hours.
It was 3, but not 4, bro. Snyder Cut was 4.
Snyder Cut is amazing.
It is
You
5.
watched? You watched?
I have to see
You know,
it.
this is without the studio butchering his film. Like this is what was supposed
Well, initially, yeah, because he was supposed to do
It's
it.
raw, and that's the only way I do it. You know that.
But you know
Like-
that the studio butchered every movie, bro.
Yo, bro.
I get it.
I read something the
It's
other
so
day that
good.
all Tarantino movies are supposed to be 2 hours longer than what we actually see.
I believe that.
You know actually who used to put a chokehold on film? Weinstein. He produced
Yeah.
all of Tarantino's
He has another thing. He put a chokehold on.
He used to come
Now
to
the
me
choke
like,
cold to him and the motherfucking self. Come over here, you big fat bad Jew, you.
Me the Walker. See them?
That's all that matters.
What's he talking about? No. La cama, Yo acabo de decir algo.
No,
No, you dije-
Oh, tu idea.
Sí.
Now we paused it.
Yeah, but ellos lo van a cortar. Editing.
I just.
Oh no, we had we're in pause right now. We're pausing right now.
This is Latino Superhero.
What's up,
Oh,
brother?
Hello.
Pleasure.
Kareem, yeah.
Pinky.
I don't know what y'all doing right now.
I don't know how this is.
Yeah.
No, sometimes that people look at me crazy. My bad. People be like, no, not with that. So.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. This is John Farmer.
Yo, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? You know he says we're on
Yo, can we edit like? Is this still recording? Or did you pause it, bro?
Nah, it's recording. I just chop it up.
What? Don't block my Instagram. Instagram stop blocking me.
Oh, I got off of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got off of it.
What we got?
That you heard about the 27-year-old girl from Teen Vogue?
No.
She became one of the youngest editors. She's now the editor of Teen Vogue, and everybody wants her to resign and step down because when she was in high school, she said something
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, I did hear about
And
that.
I'm just like, people need to stop that shit.
She was in high school, she was a kid, she's a baby, right?
I'm like, you know.
Just crazy.
Tell me when we're back.
Very sensitive.
We can start right now.
3, 2, 1. So we were back talking about movies, and Pinky was saying how was no, our house stuff. We have the South by Southwest, and we have the.
You still have these shows, but they're not as successful. So then what happens is that the platforms that are now showcasing these films can reach a larger audience, and so it's easier for them to develop and then make the kind of money that they're making in films with TV, with deals that Netflix and Apple can only offer, and Hulu.
Right.
So it makes more sense. TV money is where it's at.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Always
TV money is just great money. Now, with that being said, imagine you don't have to drive anywhere. You could just literally go home or be on your phone and watch me or anyone, and not have to spend $50. Because when you truth be told, I went to the theaters with my son. I spent $30 for the tickets, and then I spent like $25 for popcorn alone, and then soda. It's an outing. It's like going to dinner.
Parking.
Well, in the malls, no park. I mean, it's free, but yeah, it's like a whole thing. Like you have to plan this shit out.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to a restaurant, you gotta call, do the reservation. Like this is the same thing.
You're not gonna go home and have dinner after the movies.
Exactly.
You gotta
After that,
D's or something.
you gotta go over here, and so
Yeah.
Bro, and Disney made it so sweet that so we use my cousin's account. He could stream it, and I just sent him half the money. Like, yo, we're gonna watch. He's in California.
Netflix is about to cut down on that though.
I'm the password sharing.
Password
but
sharing.
Disney offers it like they can stream, so I could watch what he's watching up to 5 people.
No way.
Yeah, so I gave him like $15 off the 30 of Raya, and it's 6 o'clock over there. It was 9 o'clock over here, and we watched it in the house.
Dope.
So it's like they give you so many, and I'm a super movie buff. I love going to the theater for the 4K, IMAX, all that. But there's no incentives right now for me to be going. First, when Warner Brothers puts out all the movies on HBO Max, anyways, and all that, and Disney puts out all their movies, like, what's the point?
In my opinion, that was a power move only because a lot of these distributors with the AMCs and all that, they weren't really trying to work with them. So they're like, all right, we don't need you. You're just the middleman. But right now we can reach the masses by putting this on HBO, on Showtime. And so, a lot of these companies are going down and they're going bankrupt.
Yeah.
AMC recently just had a resurgence with their stock and all that, only because people. Really. I mean, I bought it at $7. It's at $13 right now. Or today it went down.
When you bought it at
It
7?
was because of the.
I bought AMC at $7.83.
When was that? The pandemic when it started?
Yeah, about like 3 months ago.
Well, that was before the whole Reddit.
Yeah, the GameStop thing.
I wasn't on that. I mean, I did
It
get
was-
more involved
AMC
because
was one of
them.
those things
Yeah,
that
it
they
was.
It was at
targeted
20. You said, holy
because they could show that they could have a stock that has no activity or non-existent or negative and make it into a positive. They wanted to show that, which was great. Cool.
I'm all about saving the movie theaters, but I'm gonna be honest, bro.
I mean, going to the movies is a different experience. I don't think
100%.
because I'm also a theater person. I'm a movie buff. And I used to work in the theater, and it's very different.
There's
What's
all
your
types
favorite
of-
movie? Go.
Yeah, what's your favorite movie? Go, quick. That will tell us if you're cool or you're not cool, Pinky.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, go quick. We don't have to think about it.
No, it depends.
Top
on
three,
my
top
mood.
3, quick.
can't do that though. It's just like that's like
It-
with artists too. Like I just can't.
Top 3.
It just depends the mood that I'm on, what I want to feel.
Okay.
Takashi's my favorite artist.
Okay. And
Takashi.
Who?
Takashi.
You strike me as a
6ix9ine.
Takashi fan.
6ix9ine.
See, I didn't have to think or anything.
Takashi. Oh, she got closer. What's going on over here?
Oh no.
Takashi? Now,
He's real sus right now.
No. What's your favorite movie, Frankie? You guys
Top
have a question?
3.
Top 3.
I only have favorite actors.
Oh, so why you pressuring me though?
I'm not the one that has to account for herself, okay? Like, we're established. We need to know if you're cool, and we gotta
I
know
don't need
what
you to
movies
tell
you like
me
to make
that
sure
I'm
you're cool,
cool.
Pinky.
I got like this honeymooner vibe from you.
That's my homie. I'm like, we
No,
could
I'm
do
not saying
this.
like anything like
We
that.
could, we
I'm
could
saying-
do this. Yeah,
Yes,
we could
fight
do
back
this.
and forth.
This is the dynamic of the show. This is what the people want to see.
This is what
Kareem.
people want to see the drama.
Unfortunately, it comes naturally with this mofo.
Yeah, one movie that I really liked was I Care a Lot. On
That was so
Netflix.
fire. Did you watch
that
it?
movie was
Did you watch
nuts.
it?
I care
You've
a
been
lot.
canceled after you said Takashi was your favorite.
His favorite artist is Trippie Redd. Be honest.
Who's that?
I've never heard a song by that guy. I know
Like
who
who?
he is.
Trippie Redd.
I know who
Look
he
him
is.
up.
I've never heard a song from him.
Yeah, see?
dope, you said?
Giancarlo, no.
He be knowing.
I don't know.
So
I'll stick to the Nas.
are you gonna stick?
Yeah.
Yeah,
J.
we.
Cole's, and I guess
We're
I'm just
getting there.
older.
We're getting there. We're getting
Just
there.
older.
Are we gonna stick to the TV?
Oh, so
realm?
back to what we were talking about, man. So yeah, I think that one of my missions is to actually speak about what's happening as far as Latinos and being
Talk to
underrepresented.
me. Why are we not in the? Why are we
I
not
mean,
here, bro?
One big reason is because our people don't represent. Our people don't support our projects.
I agree.
And someone who's going to invest in our,
I got a rant on that, but finish your thought.
Yeah, I think that, unfortunately, statistically, and it's, I'll give you an example. I bet none of you'll know this.
Jack Veneno?
Which is the highest grossing Latino film?
The Jack Veneno movie with Manny Perez was excellent.
That's not the
No.
highest growth.
Highest grossing film.
Like Water for Chocolate.
What do you guys think?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
Spy Kids.
What?
Spy Kids?
Because this dude was in it.
Spy Kids. It was the highest grossing Latino
I don't
project.
remember seeing that. With my brother.
So
and
now
my sister.
that's to just give you some perspective.
Mhm.
Now tell me, a leading Latino, like when you go to see a poster that you see a Latino.
Kareem Savana.
Knock on wood, that'll happen soon, right? But I'm saying, like, if you see J Lo, who's her counterpart? It's a white male.
Yep.
It's never just J Lo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, where do you see a John Leguizamo headlining a film, or any Latino for
been a
that
while.
matter? You just don't see
It's been
it.
a while.
Well, I'm really excited for In the Heights to come.
Great, yeah, that's. I mean,
Hopefully they don't edit me out this time, bro. Jesus Christ, dude.
same conversation
saw-
we had when we had dinner the other night.
Yo, they
saw
edited
you-
me out the whole year of all these movies, bro. Hopefully I
I
get
saw
the
you in
next-
the trailer.
Did you? Did you? I asked everybody. Did you see the extended trailer? Was I in it?
He's like, nah.
I can't get edited out because I'm telling you, the scene with me and the Dr. Dre guy, what's his name? That actor?
Oh my goodness.
We bumped. We had to give him a look like. Está tocando mi mujer. Like they
you
can't
the-
edit me
you
out,
the-
bro.
You the gallo from
I mean-
Bodega. Ven acá, loco, ¿qué
Bro,
pasa?
we went to a green room, a studio. I felt like I was doing Avengers because that was the first time I did like a production that big in a studio, and I made sure that it was the scene where the lights go out and everybody. I can't give too much. I think I'm under a contract or whatever. But
He dies at the end.
no, pero I was like, yo,
You know where I can find the presidentes?
¡Oh, estúpido!
I made sure that I crossed paths with that camera, Pete. Like the cameras are like, yeah, edited me out this one, because I was in the there's a couple scenes that I'm in. I don't think I signed the contract. So
That's smart.
But,
smart, Frank.
in the height should be a big.
So it's not. It wouldn't be a problem with me saying like the lead character now he dies at the end.
I mean, if you saw the play, you know the premise of the show. But that kid is amazing.
Yeah, he is.
He's
I
amazing.
had the privilege of working with him, Anthony Ramos.
Anthony Ramos.
Dope
He
dude.
sings, does all that. He comes from Hamilton fame.
Yeah.
I did a movie with him and Denzel Washington's son.
Nice.
John David Washington. And
He's such a great actor.
man, let me. He's
Is he?
Yes, he
he is.
is.
he's a good actor, but he,
Yeah.
Or is
but
he
beyond him,
imitating his pops?
No, he
No
is not.
way.
he, has,
He got his pops walk though.
he talks like him, mannerisms, everything.
Yeah.
But he's one of the most humble beings for the stature and
Yeah,
growing up
yeah.
as the son
I
of
love him in Ballers.
Ballers was
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ballers was
That's when I
amazing.
found out that little by little I started seeing other people, but
And Tenet was good too. It's just
If you could understand the damn
I had to
movie,
watch it like 10 times.
I still don't get it.
how would that be cool?
I haven't watched
What's his name? The director was
Visually
like,
dope.
the director was like, I still don't know what's going on in the
Yo,
movie.
you know what that got me excited for though? The Batman, because I thought Homeboy was corny.
Yeah.
From Twilight, but he's like got really better. He's like a lot better.
Nah,
actor
he's
right
a
now.
good actor.
He's a good actor, that kid.
It's just we see him as that Twilight. dude.
Yeah, nah, I'm excited for the Batman now.
He was good in Tenet.
Yeah, it was good. Let's think, guys. I gotta tell you. So I watched a documentary yesterday. Fire.
Which one?
The one I talked to you about, Hip Hop Uncovered.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
If you
yes.
guys have not
Yes.
watched it, have you watched
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
I was watching another documentary.
It was fire.
I know a couple of criminals on that show.
So fire. It was from the horse's mouth. All these guys throughout hip hop history, we've heard their names. If you're from the city, you've heard things like the Supreme Team and Haitian Jack and all that. And it was from the horse's mouth. One thing I have to say about Haitian Jack, that dude is a star, B. We need to put him in. We need to put him in movies, bro.
Well, he's in Haiti.
No, he's
No,
in
in
DR.
DR.
In Casa Campo.
Yeah.
He's chilling in Casa Campo.
That's where he lives,
Not
bro.
too shabby.
That's where he lives.
Wow.
He's doing good.
Must
He's
be
doing
nice.
good.
He's chilling.
Yeah, because he caught they were gonna deport him to Haiti, so he let himself get deported, and he said, "Yo, I did it for like 6 months and I couldn't do it over there, and I went to DR." Yo, but it's
I
so
didn't
fire.
finish watching it. That's why.
Oh, it's so fire. Like, just like, yo, one thing it broke down that I've been saying on the show the whole time is like, so my son tells me, yo, I've been telling him to go to the studio, we're gonna go record at El Otro. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. He's like, yeah, and I got an idea for the music video. It's gonna be in the tunnel. Everybody wants to do the same tunnel on Broadway one night.
190.
Like, it's not played out. I don't know why he thinks it's not played out, but to
Graffiti.
him and his friends, it's still a dope shot. To me, it's played out. So he's doing that. He's already telling me about what he's gonna do on the gram, what he's gonna do on TikTok at El Otro. And I'm like, yo, you've never touched the mic. What music are you gonna make? Because I know of my son. He plays video games.
You sound like you hating on your son.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Don't be that guy.
I'm gonna segue
Be
to
the
this.
encourager. Be like, yes, son, you can do whatever you put your
seg-
will to.
I'm gonna segue to this. One very big theme in that show, which was which was a big theme for me, is that now these rappers just want to become famous. They don't do it for the art. Like, before he's worried about what he's gonna rap about, he's already seen the music video. And the being famous and the TikTok. And I'm like, all right, but what music are we gonna make, kid? Like, let's think about what our, what we're gonna personify and all that. And that's what big thing with the show was like, these guys lived by street codes that they would never snitch. They were willing to do 10 years in jail before they talked and all that. Y ya eso como nada. Like
that's fiction now. That's
now it's all the
They
characters.
really
they
did that
created.
in those days? You crazy. I'm about to call the cops right now.
Well, again, it's all about illusion. It comes back to what we were talking about, the movies and going back to the big production and how things seem, and even that's translating into music, because now people have a persona to keep up with. Now it's all about Instagram. It's now who you are, is who you can be perceived as, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about image. So you get all these little TikTokers, all right, making shitload of money for someone they really aren't. But I think eventually it's gonna come bite them in the ass, because there's only so long that you can maintain.
There's no
That's
longevity.
why I've as an artist, I feel like, and nothing against folks that do that, because I think that's an art form in and of itself. But the process of auditioning and everything else in front of like casting director with producers is so different from you just holding your phone like this. So a lot of these kids like to consider themselves actors, right? But the reality is that the craft is like anything else, you have to respect, right? You have to study.
Yeah.
You can't just say from one day to the other, I want to be a fucking doctor and I'm going to be a doctor. Like, you have to study it. You have to study the craft and pay its respect. And I think that these kids are just garnering this instant fame, and it's diluting the process and the art form of our business. But beyond that, it's also about money, right? Because what they're doing is, like, you'll have your famous dude that you recognize, and all of a sudden has an ad like, yo, I also drink this. It's becoming like so commercialized that at the end of the day, you don't know whether it's like a skit or if it's an ad. And that's what these Instagram is. So I'm not against it, but I think it dilutes you as a performer to do that, because then they'll refer to me as, yo, it's a tigre de Instagram or the YouTube. As opposed to be like, yo, that's the dude that I saw on so-and-so, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I've always been like that guy not doing that. Like, I've had opportunities where I've been approached by some brothers who got millions of followers, right? Like, yo, let's do a skit together, da-da-da-da. And I've always been like, yeah, no, yeah, for sure. I've pushed it to the side only because I just feel like if I do that, I might garner some, like, it's a double-edged sword. I might garner some attention and stuff like that, but then everything I'm saying is contradicted, because now casting directors, they're looking at your Instagram following and all that.
For everyone is looking, even to hire you now.
For actors?
Even to go to a restaurant, like, somebody went to a restaurant the other day and I overheard somebody saying, how many they were gonna give him a shot, and they were like, I'll give him a shot, but how many followers do they have?
Yeah.
So let them post this picture, and then I'll give them a free shot. And it's just like, this is like what the world is coming to. It's all about your following, and then that comes. I can segue to something for you guys. There was this episode on Black Mirror where the girl had the social status. Where
Yeah.
That shit
I love that
really
episode.
That's happening in China right now,
China,
and that's
yeah.
technology that they possess that they're trying to now implement over here. So now China.
So
is,
what was it? What do you
So
mean?
basically, so your social ranking. So there's out of a 4.0, if you do some funny shit like this girl, she was on a line to get on a plane, but she was only a 3.1. She was supposed to be a 3.8 or something like that, right? In order to get on the plane to go to a wedding, she was the bridesmaid, and the girl's like, "Well, socially, you're not there yet." She's like, "No, it's a mistake. They're supposed to get my points back up. It's almost like a credit score, yeah." And then in the midst of that, she's like, "It's my best friend's wedding. Why can I not get on this fucking plane?" And the girl goes, "Excuse me." She calls the security on her, and then everybody's like writing about her, saying, negative review.
So her score went down.
So her score went even lower.
It's literally like credit for life. Like your social media is your credit, and if you don't got good credit, you don't get stuff.
So
I haven't been on social media.
no, not that. But that's not that. I'm just saying that that's eventually what's going to happen now in society, and I think that China's already implemented that with the whole thing because they can have a stronghold on people. If you're a naysayer against the government,
Fascism.
they can just.
Everything's censored over there.
So the same thing over here. I mean, think about it. Our freedoms are not real freedoms. They give you freedoms so that you can believe that they're freedoms,
Yeah.
but they're not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
You can't have.
I don't want to become the
Political ranter and things.
Conspiracy theorist here for the day, but there's a lot of funky
So
stuff.
what do you think about the aliens?
I think they're dope, man, and I hope that they come out here with.
Because the CIA's dudes is telling us, oh, it's a little complicated.
Just think about the technology that we possess, bro. We did not just from one day to the other come up with this shit.
They gave us the iPhone 30 years ago, the aliens.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I was just saying, like.
Have y'all ever seen the show Aliens? Ancient Aliens?
All the time.
I fucking
Love
love
it.
the dude with
Love
the
it. Yeah,
my
with the
God.
whoosh. Yeah.
But anyways, like there's a lot of stuff. So I am a huge
Alien
history
enthusiast?
geek.
Oh, okay.
History geek. So like history major, all that type of shit.
Dope.
And when you really think about stuff like that, the precision of everything, the accuracy, in order to get a lot of this stuff to be executed the way that it was, the technology could not have been chiseled in a half.
The pyramids.
Yeah. Mathematical perfection.
But the way that they also align with other pyramids in other places, right? So you're saying that in different continents there are pyramids that
Landlines.
exactly. I think there is one that is under Antarctica that they haven't said anything about yet.
There's a bunch of.
Antarctica is a continent that is not
Nobody-
explored.
yeah.
Think about this.
Yeah.
And even in the maps, you don't even see it.
Not only that.
And Antarctica is bigger than fucking everything.
Not only that, you can't go on it.
You can't. But
Why
that's
can't go on it?
You can't because
They
it's
found
like
dinosaurs over there.
it's against the law for anybody to trespass over there unless you have a scientific.
No, my friends
whatever.
went to Antarctica.
They didn't go on land. They probably went on
they
boat.
go.
No,
So
she's
they-
she's booked up. She's on the gram taking filters. She's not in Antarctica.
Who, me?
No,
They
the
famous.
girl that told you she's in Antarctica.
No. My friend,
She
he
must have
works
been-
for JetBlue.
he must have
and
been in
he-
Iceland.
Oh, he works for JetBlue,
No,
Kisasi.
he works for JetBlue, and it's one of the
So
his
he-
checkpoints, and that was I don't know if he
He
postponed it
did
because of
something
COVID.
special.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I
it's
mean,
like
don't
you
say it's
can't just-
impossible.
It's
Yeah.
possible if you're a paleontologist.
No, but what I meant was you can't just go like, oh, I'm gonna go to Antarctica tomorrow. Like you gotta
Yeah, like
do
Tulum,
something
Antarctica.
with the government and get a special visa.
So
I
there's a
mean,
treaty-
everywhere you gotta get a visa.
No,
don't
but there's a
you?
treaty amongst all the other governments that only they can do that. But that's the thing, and then that's where the conspiracy theories come on.
Yeah.
along the lines.
That
Well, I believe
aliens
that.
over
I
there?
believe that there's something under
Superman
the snow.
definitely got the.
Flat earthers like to say that that's like the the beginning and the end, and it's Antarctica. But we won't dwell into that.
I'm about to say we're
About
going
the
real
Yankees.
deep. I think they won yesterday.
They won.
If I remember the name.
It worked.
Wait.
Don't worry. So I just changed it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Stadiums are opening up 33%.
so I'm
Yeah.
going to my second Knicks game next Monday.
Knicks.
We keep losing. We keep getting robbed. It's whatever.
Yeah, Frankie keeps throwing that in my face. Like, I'm going to my second inning game, but never do I hear you. Yo, Reed, you want to come through with us? What?
Where? What game? What?
Madison Square.
Garden?
From Marcy to Madison Square in only a
For
matter of years.
basketball, we're talking about.
Basketball.
Yes.
Oh,
Going to my second game
sounds
during the
fun.
pandemic. You know, just throwing that out there.
I'm a huge football fan.
Gotcha. Giants, right?
We'll be going to football games too soon. Hopefully, my
No,
Jets are gonna get
Giants.
better. They're
Oh.
gonna get better. My Jets are gonna get better. They're coming back. Like Bill Burr said, it's that they're coming back. They're coming back.
Get out of here.
They're coming back.
You're a Giants fan?
What? Who's asking?
Me?
Yes. I'm
She's
a
a
Giants fan.
Patriots fan. She's a Tom Brady fan.
Too bad.
Well, I'm yeah.
Dito.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel after what they did to Tom. So
Oh, so then that means you're gonna jump board. You're gonna go over to Tampa Bay.
actually, I stopped watching football this season because I was really disappointed.
Jeez, what a fan.
Yeah.
And with that, what's the next thing?
Now I think he needs to retire.
Yo, don't be a
He just signed
hater.
for 4
I'm
more
not
years.
a he.
He just signed for 4 more years.
4 or 2?
I think he should have left at his pinnacle. He already proved everything, and he proved that he didn't need Belichick.
I mean, we knew that.
Well,
though.
that was the thing for me. I wanted him to have that legacy. Is that this guy was taking up too much credit over the fact that he was saying it was because of him, and then Brady was just like, nah, homie, chill.
Hold on, Belichick.
Belichick is a great coach, but he's not
Amazing.
as great as Tom Brady, bro. Tom Brady's. But you could be a coach when you're on the field doing what he does,
No.
calling audibles and reading the
That step back scan.
But do you understand that he's reading the defense and also running his offense? So that's it. Think about this dynamic. The coach, you have coaches for that on the sidelines doing
Don't
that,
care.
and he's doing it. No, it's not that he don't care. It's that they specifically, that's their role. It's just to call out plays for
No,
defense.
I get it, but what
and
I'm
he's doing
saying
it.
that is that
He's a
doesn't.
brain.
He
So that's
is
why he's
such a
great.
micro manager in his own
He's
world.
great.
He wants to win.
So
Great.
there's a great documentary. Listen, and it has nothing to do with football. Well, it has to do with football, but the principle of it, you can it transcends anything that you want to do. But the way that he is so methodical about everything and just saying this is what I want in life and really perfecting your craft, right? Because I think that's the thing. I don't want to go back to that, but I think I have a chip on my shoulder where I feel this generation is so take things for granted and they're so entitled to whatever it is. Oh, I'm an actor. Oh, I'm this, without really working for it or earning it. So I think that documentary, I don't know.
After doing 2 or 3 videos on
I'm an actor.
on the gram. Yeah.
I'm an actor.
You see my skits? I got 7,000 views.
I'm like Tom Brady. I call it football, but that's nor here nor there. What's next?
What do we think about the Grammys? Do we like the Grammys? Did you like the Grammys, Burns?
I don't watch.
I haven't watched.
Oh, we didn't.
I like the
The fact that The Weeknd didn't even get nominated, bro, and for Blinding Lights, that was on the top charts for what, over a year.
Well-
It's all political and it's all business.
Well, Rock Nation bought all those things that The Weeknd was going to be nominated for. So
Bought them.
yeah.
I mean, his daughter got a Grammy. Blue.
So now go figure.
Yeah.
His guy Grammy.
It was the freaking Rockefeller
It
show.
was a
with
rock.
Jay-Z and
Oh yeah,
Beyonce show.
Beyonce. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
they
kudos
gave
to
her-
them. They're amazing artists. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
Mhm.
But I just think that the fact that people used to hold the Grammys in such a high standard, and artists would blow up because of having a Grammy. Now it's
Yeah,
just
for sure.
it's almost like having
MTV Award.
pretty much you have a Moon Man. Oh, that's cool. So what's your album about? You know, it's not. It doesn't have the leverage that it had before.
So we didn't see the Cardi B Megan Thee Stallion thing. We liked.
I saw like a snippet.
Did we like?
It was pretty cool.
You didn't see it, Pinks?
No.
Well, some
girls.
people say that it. There was those that would say it's women's empowerment, and there are those that would say that it was
Were they
a
extremely
simulation.
raunchy?
Yes. it was.
Simulation of lesbian sex.
Yes.
Really?
So how's that women empowerment again, Frankie?
I'm just telling you what the two options.
It's a choice.
If it's coming from a lesbian saying that's woman empowerment, because
I don't know. I'm
No,
just
it's
saying
a
what they were
choice.
saying.
I guess.
no,
they just
I'm trying to break it down.
You're
what he's trying
not.
to
We're not
say.
getting canceled. We're not getting canceled.
Well, I'm
so
here.
everything you're trying to do, we're not getting done, bro.
I'm here.
We
so
got
I-
big-
Yeah, we got picky, but there's certain people that still ain't messing with us. So
You're stupid.
I'm telling you what people say.
Okay.
Pinky, what do you
Whoa,
think?
that sounds like a Donald Trump comment. What I hear from the people, sure.
It was either women's empowerment or some on the other side would say that it was
I think
simulated lesbian
I
sex.
think this is just like a lot of sensitivity, comedians can't be comedians anymore. What?
That was what
Are
they
you
were
trying
doing.
to censor me right now?
No, that's what they were doing.
Are you censoring me
That's
right
what
now?
they
while
were
I'm trying
doing,
to-
Kareem.
What is that?
Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi. That was
I
what they
gotta
were
Google
doing.
this.
What is this?
That's what they were doing. Locking
That looks
legs,
like
bro.
That looks like 2 bagels.
And there wasn't 2 bagels. It was 2 chicken wings. So, do you? But you
So
didn't
you
see
might have
it?
to edit that.
You didn't see that pic?
We'll cut it out.
Personally, I'm not fond of women, you know.
Fondling themselves.
No, just being too out there. Just because I feel you don't need to
Over-sexualized.
Sure.
over show who you are or be overly sexual in order to prove a point.
Well, guess what?
However,
you better not watch that show then.
however, this is what I mean. However, if you want to do it, that's all you.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, like, you know, I've always worked corporate in my entire life, but I also worked the nightlife, you know, very different worlds. You know, you go in respecting everyone and their hustle and their grind, but how you carry yourself speaks volume.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you putting that stuff because you want to? Or are you putting that stuff on because you feel that that's the way that you're going to get attention that you need? Everything depends
we know the
on
answer.
attention.
Yeah.
We all
Sex
we know,
sells.
we know the answer.
Sex sells. I mean, if she came on stage with church gear, nobody's gonna be like, "Damn, she's such a dope rapper." There's nothing.
But then again, there's many women artists who have blown up over the last couple of years that don't over
But they are
sexual.
artists.
Now let's to that point. Cardi B, she's a rapper who happens to have a ton of ghostwriters. So now, is she bringing anything to the table other than her rapping about her raunchiness? People like her for what she brings to.
But I also can argue that before this whole fame stuff, that's how she became famous.
Well, that's what
because
I'm
that was who she was. She was true to herself.
I get it. I'm saying as an artist, like, what does she do that's her vocals? Her vocals like phenomenal. Like, you want to go get a Cardi B album because of how she sings?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Her art form now, she can rap a dope verse that was written by somebody else, but she needs something else that it factor, and that it factor is her sensuality, her sexuality.
I don't think necessarily her sexuality all 100%. Because if you really notice, like, well, I don't see it now, but she got into fashion a lot. She takes a lot of risks. And her best fashion moments that we can say are mostly covered.
Created by the platform of music and raunchiness.
I
Had she not had that platform, she would have never been in fashion or even in the front seats of a fashion
But
show
what
for that
I'm-
matter. Because Cardi B was a chick from the Bronx who
But
was,
she stayed
Grammys.
true to herself.
no, she stayed true to herself. But the fact is that she's only exuding that same.
Who she is.
Sure, but as an artist, who she is can be looked upon as someone who's just selling sex and not an artist.
But she's not doing it for you or you or you or you. She's doing it because this is Cardi from the Bronx. This is who she is, and people are attracted to that
Listen,
transparency.
I won't knock her
Now-
hustle. I'm just
Do
saying.
you think if they're gonna make her millions and millions of dollars, she would?
Now, if I'm like this, right, covered up, and I've always been conservative in my life, and now I'm doing Cardi stuff, then you're gonna be like, there's something off and not very authentic of what Pinky is doing. That's not who she is. So that's what throws me off. I think people gravitate towards her transparency, towards her
No doubt.
no
She's-
filterness,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and that's what makes her amazing. Without a
Now,
doubt.
who she is can be an overly sexual person.
But that's what's selling. It's her authenticity and sex. At the end of the day, the underlying thing is sex.
No, got it.
Say it again.
Sex.
Got it, but it's not fabricated.
It doesn't have to be fabricated,
Because
but
that's who she.
Yeah, no doubt, but it's still sex. And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I remember when you said that the whole point was, I don't think that women should do that to like sell themselves because their art form should transpire more, right? But she doesn't have an art form. Her art form is sex and then rapping, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. And I'm not knocking her for that.
And
Cardi.
I'm not.
At the end of the day, Cardi knows what she's doing, and
She's a marketing genius.
She got an album to sell, so that whole stunt was a stunt, so she could sell that album.
I mean,
that's
if the
coming.
Kardashians could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
the Kardashians are
they
masters
were
of that.
villains, right? With
Yeah.
selling Skims.
So
and
that brings me to the other
Exploiting
thing.
black men.
Is money
Say
just
it
the new
again.
god, and that's all we're worried about? Is how much money we're gonna make?
What?
Because then that's the rabbit hole we go down with all these kids. And my son, and while I was trying to have the conversation with him, like, what music are
Yeah.
you trying to make? Because
here's
you're
the
more
thing.
concerned with making that money before you even making the record.
Here's the thing: nobody in rap right now
Cares about their
cares
artistry.
about the
Artistry.
whatever. They're trying to make money.
I hear it.
It's a quick buck, huh?
Yeah.
That's where we at.
Although
That's where we at.
Benny the Butcher's album is really good. fuck
I
with
saw
it.
I got a couple of songs. I heard a couple of songs that Henry Ford
It's
produced.
fire.
Me gustó.
Benny the
Are you gonna
Butcher.
introduce the story? Fran Brands, like we got somebody in the room who didn't even tell us who he is. Like,
I mean, I just figured we was gonna be tight if we bring him in.
No, we can do it. We
he
can do
could
it.
sit like right there with you. Like,
No.
bring a chair.
We do a little cut, and then you'll come and sit there and be like, "So my name is not Kareem."
No, we could just.
We would like ingratiate him into the thing.
My brother.
But then he's gonna look like Joe Budden because he's on a higher chair.
Oh, yo, he be throwing these little zingers. I like that. Joe Budden on the small chairs with Joe Budden's short.
You're out of
Well,
control.
sit on the chair. Sit on the.
I think you need another
because
shot.
that's
So question. Going back to sports a little, my man A-Rod got bagged. He got bagged. Was that a setup?
Ese tigre dominicano.
That's what I
Que
said.
la gente se lo olvida. Ese tigre
That's what I said.
dominicano.
A-Rod. Que le cogieron. That's what I
Ah, no
said.
le comiences.
Esa
You
mujer
knew
es-
exactly what he is.
You know
when
what
we got
she
there.
did? You know what she did? She
Yeah.
changed his phone to the family plan, so that she could get on his shit, so she could watch everything he doing.
So do we think this was
I'm
all
just joking.
a
I don't know
plan?
that, but I'm just.
I mean, they're good now, but what's the big deal? Like, I always told Pinky, you gotta dejar que el hombre te pega un cuernito de vez en cuando. You know?
How do you feel about that?
It,
Nah,
Remember
that-
what I said? $1 million gets you a pass.
exactly. For every million you make, you get one hall pass, bro.
Visa.
Yeah, but there's a problem with
Wait,
that.
I never heard this. This is something.
This is a thing. This is our thing.
They have.
I think.
do not.
I think
condone.
I don't condone that either, Pinky.
But hold up, I heard she controls
do.
him. Like, he goes out. You go,
I
El hombre no se controla
Wait a
con
minute, wait a minute.
Es que se pone el pantalón.
to control you, de que you're going to have 3 drinks? Come on, nah.
Because he probably becomes a savage, bro. This is he probably becomes a super savage. You know what it is? Es que you could tell that A-Rod es un perro. Al final, and she knows he's like a beast. Like when the moon is howling at him, she sees it like, oh my god, can't let this nigga loose, dude.
He's a Hall of Fame caliber. I mean, now we won't say Hall
Nah,
of
because he
Fame.
got took the PD.
Yeah, but this guy is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, we live in a society where people throw themselves at people who have money and things like that. So
so it's not his fault.
But you know what?
Listen, but it wasn't no thought that he was with. Like,
Yeah, it
check
was-
is somebody que tiene su cuarto and all
So wait,
that.
so it's official. He cheated.
Nah, she's
He tried, and she said
She's not-
the
she's
shorty.
not- she's
She's
not-
alright. She's like real life a Hollywood type, right?
Yeah, she's
Wait, I need the facts. Let's get the
Okay,
facts.
Shorty
Let's get
said
the
that he
facts.
tried and that they was sexting. I don't
Who is
know.
this
She's
girl?
a reality TV chick
Yeah,
Reality TV.
Reality, una
TV.
rubia.
trying
She's
to earn her
from-
stripes.
Isn't she from the Real Housewives?
Yeah, Real Housewives.
So it's not like you know,
Regular degular, not regular degular.
No.
No me
Yeah,
gustó.
yeah,
It's not my cup of tea, but you know.
What I mean to say, she's not from Love and Hip Hop.
She's from Real. She's
She's
from Real
like the higher
Housewives.
class love and hip hop,
Yeah.
but this is still the same shit.
And my
But
man,
it's a
my man
different
was
class.
going into his phone
Still the same
and left
shit.
it unlocked, and
He fucked up.
and she said, but she's good now. So what does that tell you? He took her to vacation, and now she's good.
She's not on vacation.
that's
She's
all.
shooting a movie in DR.
Oh.
And that's why they're out.
And he said, might as well go with you. Now that we're going to DR. That's the man. P.
While in DR, yeah.
So now they're back together.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Let me text him. Let me see what he says.
Yeah, that's what he
Right.
said. I'm gonna be
Wow.
honest. I think they had an open relationship the whole time. It's like they're a power couple. It's for the money. No,
Amen. Amen.
I don't think so.
More power to him and J Lo. I hope that it works out.
I still
What do
think
you feel, my brother?
I think she's the problem.
Are you an A-Rod fan?
I don't watch sports.
Okay, but are you an A-Rod fan?
Nah.
No.
Yo, can we get an introduction?
Yeah. Can you tell us what he do? What he think? You just like pop up like, what's good, bro? Tell us what you.
Invited. My name is Lane Lopez.
Lenny Lopez.
I own Equals Eye Media. I shoot music videos.
Oof.
Dope.
Produce music.
Dope.
I do graphic work.
So what music? What was your last music video? Did like during this pandemic you still been shooting a lot of
I've been
production?
shooting. I've been outside since it started.
Nice. So have I. I caught the COVID though. But what about you?
I think I caught it, but I don't.
Yeah, you didn't take the test.
I got a fever for a day and that's it.
Yeah, I had a backache.
Yeah.
What kind of videos and what artists have you shot?
Major artists? No. None yet. Maybe some projects with Lenny Santos.
Okay.
Hey, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Did he pay you?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he paid me.
Yeah.
They know, si no hay chavo, si no hay chavo, no hay trabajo. Yeah.
Alright, otro zinger. Yo, you are the zinger man today.
Yeah.
Lenny owes me a lot of money.
Yo, blur my face, Lenny.
The views of
The
Brady
Yankees, they
is
won.
not shared by TrapnChercha. That's between you and Lenny Santos.
You're gonna have to put that disclaimer.
Yo, but
We do not condone this.
There goes our interview.
There goes our
Next episode.
sponsorship. Like, what's up, Brady?
Why y'all want to enter?
This segment is
interview
gonna
them?
be cut. It's gonna be me and you. So what's your name? So those Yankees.
Yeah. I'm gonna see him on Saturday too, bro. Damn.
Diablo.
Yo, Lenny Santos is so cool. I love him.
He's always around here. I've
Yeah.
seen him like a couple of times recording over here.
Actually, Lenny Santos is which is what Lenny Santos? Is?
Lenny.
The one with the sings?
Guitarist.
The guitar. Oh, okay, no.
Yeah.
Because my
Bass.
boy just did a record with Henry.
Henry's.
Yeah.
son.
Henry's trash.
You see what I'm saying?
Yo.
Brands comes from the world of controversy to sell
I gotta go,
records.
guys.
We're about authenticity here at
I
TrapnChercha.
gotta go, guys. This is starting to
Did-
become a.
Name a Henry Santos album.
So,
Anthony?
what's the next topic?
My phone is. Why is
So
the
tell
reception no
us,
good here?
what has production been like during this pandemic?
It hasn't been bad.
I mean, do you, cause they edited me out of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still.
Yo, how come it always goes back to him not being in the movies?
You know what I'm saying?
Bro?
I want to know: are there a lot of people in the shot? How many people do you let go? Do you let go? In the
He
shot?
wants to know if you could put him in the forefront and not edit him out.
Yeah.
Basically.
I could do that.
Okay,
Next to
cool.
the artist.
He got you. Next video, you're in.
Payola shit. He's gonna hook you up
Put him in
and
the
I was
line.
typecasted as the douchey boyfriend for a while, so I could play that guy.
he could do the Romeo Santos stand-in.
Yeah.
Like the State
yeah.
Farm commercials.
Yeah.
Get him in the
Yeah, I'll be
Drake.
right from State Farm, but then I'll be with Drake from State Farm. That'd be dope. So, like, what other artists that we would know?
Well, we just have something for Izzo and Nino, man.
Izzo, talk about that.
Fat Boy Izzo.
Nice.
Who else?
That's so good, brother. The fact is that you're working, man.
I'm working, bro. I've
Yeah.
been shooting since the whole thing started.
That's dope.
Fire.
If anything, everything got better. I don't know how. You know what I'm saying?
Te tocó la. Suerte.
I'm the
This
one.
dude has probably shot like 700 music videos. so
In a
far.
year?
Yo.
Since January, probably.
What?
Last year was crazy. This year is crazier though. Since I got
Who are some of your influences, bro? As far as the production game is concerned.
Jesse Torreira.
Yeah,
Man.
that's everybody. That's everybody. That's
Oh,
everybody.
man.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Love Jesse and Yuli.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
for
only
sure.
found out about him because of my wife. She was like, "Yo, that looks like your style." I'm like, "Not my style. That's his style, but he's dope." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's killing the game right now.
Yeah, legend.
Eve
Ferrera.
Rivera, yeah.
Yeah. He's doing some big things. He's actually directing some episodes right now for BMF.
That's what I want to get into, but it's hard, bro. It's going from rap videos. It's easy money. It's like selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's fast cash.
That was easy for you, or you found it hard?
What, the videos?
So how was it for you when you used to sell
No,
drugs?
huh?
The selling drugs, was it easy or was it hard?
Oh my
If what?
god.
When you sold drugs, it was hard or was it easy?
What block did you sell drugs again? And how easy was it? What?
Yeah, all right, relax.
Oh shit!
Coming.
I'm sorry.
He said it was easy. He said it was easy.
You said it was
Yeah.
easy.
It's fast cash. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I grew up
My bad.
in the burbs and
It's easy money.
In the burbs of Dykeman.
I would buy the drugs. I wouldn't sell it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like you're my weed guy. It's like okay, what for an eighth? What? I'm kidding. I don't do any of that.
Yo,
I've never gotten high before.
Me neither.
she keeps saying that, and I'm keep like, yeah, okay.
Right.
Oh no, but that's two of us because I'm not smoking.
Never?
I've never.
Yeah,
had
but it's different with you.
No.
Why?
We
How
can't
is it
tell
different
you.
than Me.
We can't tell you why it's different with him. He has a legit reason, but you have no legit reason. You
Me?
yeah.
I just don't like it. Like, no me
You
llama
didn't
la
try?
atención.
No te llamó la atención. You just didn't try it?
No.
Everyone has a
Yo, why are you
vice.
trying to like force weed on her, bro?
What's your vice?
You haven't found the right
Ooh,
drug.
can we go around?
You haven't fuck. He's gonna give us some shrooms like here.
I
you go.
do have a one of preference.
Go ahead.
No,
Oh, wait.
let's go
You have
around.
to say it. You can't say you have a preference and not say what
No,
it is.
I asked the question.
Preference?
So we all
Are we?
go around.
My drug of choice
Yeah.
is sexual intercourse. Friends, go around the room.
Everybody.
See? Come on.
Why is
Started
that
with
so
him,
good?
yeah.
What drug of choice is
I'm not big into smoking. Like I'll smoke weed, but like
Does it help your production?
What's your drug of choice? And it doesn't have to be an actual narcotic.
my I would say probably scotch.
Scotch?
I drink that, relax.
booze all day.
What's
But
it-
not- weed, man.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me. I'm sorry.
No, we're going around the
We're
room.
going around. Yeah, sorry.
You drug weed?
What drug of choice did you like to sell? I mean, what?
Yeah. Work.
Oof.
I'm a workaholic.
You're a workaholic?
Workaholic, dope.
Do you find that it helps your production working really hard?
Yeah.
I got you.
I got some.
Okay. Pinky?
No, I asked the question. I'm the last one.
I love wine.
Why?
I'm a wine guy. No, I know. I pointed at that because it's booze, but I generally I'm a wine snob.
So that's your
My thing is wine.
thing of choice.
My thing of choice is wine. I love
After a bad day, like
Yeah.
this is your therapy.
I'll go home. I'll have me a nice little bottle of Cab, or if not a Pinot Noir from Oregon.
You're feeding.
I'll try that.
I like a rosé from Sonoma myself, but I hate
You know,
Pinky,
keep it PG.
keeping us in suspense.
No, not in suspense.
Go ahead, Pink.
It better be good.
Yeah.
I have two.
Shrooms? What?
Two things that help me. Like I love shopping, obviously, and then I like gambling.
Oh yeah, we're there.
Yo, wait,
we're
what
there. You get the FanDuel? You gotta get.
Oh, wait,
we're
No,
just-
I
we could be
actually
great friends,
cards.
Oh, cards like
play poker?
Texas Hold'em.
We gotta have a poker night. Man.
Hell yeah, we could do it right here. There's a perfect poker table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be fire.
poker. It depends.
No? Oh, we can't? Okay. I mean, we can't do that because
Let's
it's
do it right now.
illegal
What's up?
and we're
We
not
got
allowed to
singles?
do it.
We got singles. Oh, we can play some CeeLo. We can start it off with CeeLo.
This guy's
So
a,
you
no,
see,
you can't
that's
put no
not
dice
the
around
type
this
of
guy.
gambling that I prefer.
She likes blackjack?
It's low class gambling? What do you
No,
mean?
I'm
What are you trying
very
to say about CeeLo?
methodical.
And there's methods to 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And trips.
Okay. The
It's
way
not
you
easy to get the 4.
turn your-
Yeah, it's in the
It's
roll.
all in the wrist.
It's all in the wrist. There's a lot of brothers who just stiff
Look at
like
the
that.
wrist.
And they do some retarded pardon me. I didn't mean to say retarded. I mean disabled toss.
Cut that.
Where do you want to transition? Where do you see yourself in a year?
I can't. I don't know. I'm going with the flow right now. I find every time I plan something, it doesn't go to plan. This video, whatever I'm doing now, wasn't planned.
Gotcha.
I was just broke. I used to do music, so I went from rapping to I decided, I was broke. I said, you know what? I got to do something. So I went to college. I went to Catherine Gibbs, got jerked, all that that big student loan.
Oh, you might get your money back though with that whole forgiveness of the
Let's see.
supposedly.
And then after that, I got into graphic designing and then producing music. And then now videos. That was by mistake. So
Who's some of your favorite artists right now?
artists.
Yeah.
Who are some artists that you would want to work with? That can show your talents and that you think that you guys would be a great match. Like whenever you write music, right? You write music thinking of a certain artist. Like if you're writing music for somebody else.
Yeah.
So who do you want to like record music for?
Honestly, bro, I listen to music
Video.
just for the beats. Cause I miss music, but the beat part. What's going on now? I'm 38, bro. I ain't got time for. I ain't gonna say no names, bro. I don't like nothing that's going on right now.
Amen.
I don't like none of it, bro. Maybe some Biggie, Tupac, give me something old, but everything new now, that's washed.
Yeah, you speak like all that too.
After like 90 and
We sound like
2000,
Washington.
I'm done, bro.
They mentioned something about Trippie Redd. Like,
Yeah,
the fuck?
he's dope.
Yeah, Trippie Redd, I think him and 6ix9ine will be fun, bro.
Yeah.
He said he likes 6ix9ine. So.
Well, I like him
You like 6ix9ine too?
as
Before he was a rap?
no, even though remember I was taught when I was doing music, I had a great manager, and I was taught that this was like WWF, is all about your image, and people like don't have an image anymore. It's weird.
Yeah,
bro.
but then that goes back to Pinky's point is authenticity. Authenticity resonates more than just an image, because an image, that illusion of inclusion, I like to call it the illusion of inclusion, when you have a big cloud, right? And you live in that cloud, but then when that cloud bursts, then the real you comes in and people are like,
But that's now though. That's coming into play now because everything's so saturated and everybody's out there on Instagram that you get a lot of people sounding and looking the same. But in the 90s and 2000, Like, image was important. Like, that's why Diddy had everybody in shiny suits, and we were all like, "Oh shit," you know, his music
Yeah,
videos.
but that
were like,
was the shiny suits were an aftermath of and okay, now listen to this. This is gonna sound shocking coming from a marketing person. You can image and you can package something great, and you're gonna make a lot of money, you know, initially, because everyone is about the hype. But in order to create longevity for any type of brand, that brand, whether it's a person or a thing or whatever it is, that product has to be good. So, you know, there's artists out there that it's all a gimmick.
No, of course,
you're gonna make a one-hit wonder, maybe a two-hit wonder because of social media. But after that, longevity-wise, if you don't get into any type of sponsorship or invest your money in anything else, that's it. It's a wrap for you.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, now, authenticity and being transparent is the key, because everybody has a gimmick. Everybody's trying to be something. But if you're authentic and you build your fan base off of that, now you're gonna win. But before, that wasn't the case. Before, all the major label and all the major artists, they told you how to dress and what type of music you're doing. Yeah, exactly, and drove her crazy, apparently, allegedly.
Yeah, you know, but I think the best way, you know, to market or to really get anything out there would be to whatever natural talent you have, right? That's what you need to shine. That's what people are going to be attracted to, and that's what's going to resonate and what's going to really carry you through.
Like brands with the porn.
Yo, a lo que yo te traje aquí. Talk about these artists that you know, they want a music video, but they trying to pay $100, and why are they mostly Dominican?
See,
yo, what's up?
That sounds like he has a personal
That's my MO. Water. See what I mean? Like what you were saying, authenticity. That was my MO. But I stopped talking junk on Instagram like a little bit. I dumbed it down some.
You toned it down.
I was a savage, bro, and that's what people like. They get in my DMs, and that's the only time I got a DM or a like when I posted something negative. When I posted work and something positive, you get like 13 likes, and you know what I'm saying? It's whack, but that's what people like now. They want to live your life, or they could relate. You know what I'm saying? Everybody could grab a camera right now and call themselves a director. Is whack.
That's what Kareem was telling us when he sees the Instagram actors.
Go to Best Buy, yeah. You go to como ella dijo, right? Because all right, I got a friend on Instagram, right? She sells sex toys and she's into all that sex stuff, right? And then one day I noticed, you know, she gets thousands of views, right? Y un día she posted something about real estate and how to school people on how to make money, you know, with what is it, Bitcoin and real estate. But bro,
why?
She tried. She said, "Oh, how come I post stuff about knowledge and making money? Y'all don't like it, but when I twerk, y'all like it. We niggas, bro. Like we're gonna like double tap. I don't want this, bro."
First of all, if you don't know about the stock market, I suggest you stop fucking talking and giving people advice on it. There's a lot of people who are losing a lot of money following a lot of advice from people who did not go to school and have zero experience in the stock market. Like, it's above your fucking pay grade. Stop it.
But that doesn't, you know, I think that with the internet, you don't have to go to school. I mean,
and by school, I don't mean traditional. I went to college.
Researching the shit and actually knowing
knowing
what
it is, because what it is, like you can say, you know, I did this and I have bonds and I do this and there, you know, it's a bear market. People don't even know what a bear market is, for God's sake. You know what I'm saying? But yet they're telling you where to invest in.
And to that point, Brands is always going bear. He never uses.
Oh my God.
It's always a bear market.
It's a bear market. Brands' whole portfolio is bear market.
I'm sure he's gotten a lot of play at Clubhouse talking about
bear emoji for Brands.
Nah, I'm off of Clubhouse.
Yo, tell me about that.
Okay, you.
I don't know. I'm not on it. I don't know much about it. Somebody invited me in the inception of Clubhouse. It's like, yo, get on, because it's gonna be dope or whatever. I was like, yeah, I don't have time for that. But now I'm hearing all this Clubhouse, that. Can you please enlighten me? Because I haven't had the time nor the effort I haven't put the effort to like learn about it.
It's not my preference, but I'll let Brands break it down to you. He's the most.
Is this like back in the day? You guys remember
Yeah,
back in the day
the
when
chat rooms.
Chat
Everybody
room.
got it. That's exactly what it's on.
Bingo.
Yeah,
I know about this
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Back in the day, I used to get in those little chat rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah, but back in the day, you didn't care about who was listening, what they were listening to.
So wait,
That's where I don't like
so
messing with it.
how does that work? So there could be people in there that you don't.
That you don't
really
even know.
Yeah,
You don't know
but
that.
they can't record you anymore.
Yeah.
That's some stalker shit.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's pretty scary shit.
So what if they know your girl or something like that? You know, you're suelto and talking too much. I don't mess with it, you know. But brands loves bagging on it, like all types of women.
All types.
No.
Bags.
Oh yeah, you the
that-
clubhouse pimp?
That
Yeah.
was one time, and I cut her off. And
Why you cut
Why you
off?
cut her
Was
off?
she trying to cut you?
That was
Like,
2
how you
weeks
literally
ago.
cut
What
you?
happened?
You was like a serial
This was
killer?
2 weeks ago. What happened?
It was cool while it lasted, but we
2
was
weeks.
just two different people, and she's
Just
mad
saying.
young.
Wow.
Not that young.
She's legal.
She's 25. She's 25, but it was like we had two different expectations.
It's 2 different worlds.
Yeah, and I caught her in a lie, and I'm like, "You're 25. You lying to me
She told
already
you she
about
wants to forever for 21
about
when she
small
really went to
shit.
H&M type lie, or like was it like
Huh?
what kind of lie was it? Like a big lie, like
No, she was
Typical
just like,
I'm a
25-year-old
virgin
lie.
and I'm not a virgin, or
She have a kid and then she had 2
and she
other
has
kids.
5 kids.
I heard it all, bro.
I didn't hear from her like the whole day, so I didn't text her.
Were you trying to be like the parent in the relationship?
Nah,
You
not
have to
at
check
all,
up with
not at all.
daddy.
Not at all. But
More
you know,
bucks?
like if you're talking to somebody, you know, you expect to hear from them or something. Like spoke to her like at 2 in the afternoon. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I was like, fuck it. She ain't text me. I'm not texting her. Then the next day, she's like, oh, I had to go to the emergency room. I didn't call you because I didn't want to bother
The
you.
old
Blah blah blah.
emergency room.
So I was about to be like, let me see the discharge papers.
Whoa.
Nah, that's too much.
But I
Brand,
didn't.
yo, what did she do to
But
you,
hold on.
Brand?
I didn't because I was like,
That's
it doesn't
extra.
matter, whatever. That's the lie she wants to go with. Cool, I'll let it slide.
Why is it a lie? How do you know it's not the
Yeah.
Because if you go to the emergency room,
It takes a long time.
No.
not that
I
it
go
took,
right here.
not that it takes a long time, but if you're dating somebody, you're gonna text at least.
No, some emergency rooms there's no.
Some 25-year-old girls is only concerned about themselves, brands, and
What
maybe
if
they
she
were
had-
there,
what
but they
if
just
she
wasn't
had
thinking
like an
about you.
STD and she didn't want to tell you about it.
Word.
So
Whoa,
Word. That's a great point.
Throwing
That's
those
a
things
great
out
point.
there. I don't want to say she has an STD, but what
Everything-
if she was trying to cure an STD? She's like, I want my man to know that I'm a clean girl. I can't tell him that I got an STD. Yo, you see what I'm saying? You gotta just think outside
So-
the box sometimes.
So you're gonna go to the emergency room to get an STD test?
Not me, her.
Listen,
I don't know.
regardless, I was like,
I'm teasing. It was just a joke.
50-50, it's a lie, so I let it go.
Bad joke.
Then she posts pictures of her in Atlantic City.
Ah.
So I'm like,
That was the kicker.
I
You
had
didn't
to
tell me
build it
that.
up. So I was
But the
like,
emergency room was in Atlantic City. It was in the Bellagio.
probably. So I was like, you know what?
That was a joke.
No,
Bellagio
I
is a casino.
So I was just like, you know what? I don't have time for this. Like I don't want to be like stressed out or like if this is what it's like now, like 3 weeks into it,
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Why
I'm
is
not
she
gonna
learning?
I'm not gonna let it like
Yeah.
continue. You know what I'm saying?
Did she toss the salad?
What a Frankie?
That's what we get. It. That's
Yeah,
result. That's
I
important.
learned that the
That's
hard way.
important
What? Tossing the salad?
because it explains why he was so extra. Did she toss the
no.
salad? She didn't toss.
See,
Que pregunte, he even got nervous. He's not touching his ear. He's like, que pregunta, vi?
Listen,
Este tigre, loco, que ensalada.
Listen.
This ain't Olive Garden.
I eat ass on the first date.
What?
The first day.
But for you to eat my ass is like a month. Like that's very
This is
intimate.
where I come out. I walk out of this segment.
Listen.
I came on my PG shit.
Listen,
guys,
Kareem
it was great.
Savion.
It was great. This was a great interview.
Listen, Kareem Savion. In high school, they
Stop
asked.
throwing my name out like that.
They asked.
Juan Carlos Perez.
They asked, "What are you gonna do when you grow up?" I'm either going to jail. I'm going to Olive Garden. Either way, endless salad is getting tossed. We live by it. We live by it. It'll change your life.
I
That's
mean,
what we are.
to each his own. Yeah, no doubt.
We live by
To each his
it.
own.
Lenny, when was the last time you ate ass?
Wow.
He's nervous. He's like, yo, what the fuck is this? I came here to talk about my videos.
This shit not because this is on camera, bro.
I know exactly. Yo, no, that's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yo, that's a
facts,
nice watch, brother. What kind of watch?
Nice. It's an Apple Watch.
I think Brands is dying to like get like make up for the last year in production, and he just wants to shoot up in views.
Yeah,
Man.
you gotta get me divorced, bro.
Kareem, when was the last time you ate ass or had your ass eaten?
It was.
And what was his name?
It, It was mondongo, pork. Yeah, no, I don't eat ass. And
But the rabo,
rabitos.
that counts.
Yeah, I don't think my wife would want me to eat her ass anyway.
No?
And I don't think anybody would want to eat my ass. Con todo el peo que me tiro yo, mi hermano. Soy un tira peo all day. Now, yeah, I'm not into the ass eating, but you know, to each his own. I know, you know, that's why Frankie's breath be kicking, and I'm never say nothing.
So, in closing,
He got the fucking dingleberries in his mouth.
in closing, Kareem,
Yes,
where are we gonna see you in a year? Si Dios quiere.
Not si Dios quiere, we're gonna put in this work, man. So,
Okay.
well, we will, you know, hopefully on the TV right now with the TV money, and eventually producing my own stuff, and then eventually probably directing. I think
That's the future?
the world of acting for me is, like I said, I've been doing this since I was 13, right? It's a beautiful thing, but I'm someone who likes to challenge himself, and then I think at this point I don't feel as challenged as much. Although there's always a challenge with acting because it's hard, you know, and every character is a challenge. But I think for just moving forward, I think my life is gonna be in producing and directing as well.
And how are we gonna get more Latin presence in Hollywood?
Well, that's what we have to do, is that we have to, you know, like how we're doing right now, supporting
Yeah.
one another, right? We have to support each other's projects, man, and we have to. It doesn't have to be about something negative being posted. It should be like, damn, my boys just posted this. Let's repost it and spread the word. You know, you've done that with some of my spots. You know, some certain people posted my reels. I just think we just have to collectively come together and support one another in our work and our craft, right? And then eventually, you know, once that, you know, the higher ups start seeing that the support is there, because you know what's so crazy is that for castings, the breakdowns, they say, oh, we're looking for a Mexican, this, that, and that. And the only reason why they say Mexican, and it's very vague, is because Mexicans actually support Mexican projects.
Yes, they do.
And like
Yes,
to
they
the
do.
point where it's like
Yes, they do.
fans, right? We don't have that.
Nah.
Our people, like Dominicans, don't have that.
What is it with Dominicans not liking movies?
It's
I
not
don't
that they
think
don't
about not
like
liking movies. I think the Dominican inherently, or the immigrant, was taught to climb that ladder, and when you climb that ladder, kick down and don't let nobody else climb up, because then everybody's gonna be eating that pizza. But
Yep.
what they fail to realize is that there's a fucking pie with 12 slices, and each slice is gonna fill me up just as much. So I don't have to eat all 12 fucking slices.
Right.
We can all eat, right?
Yeah.
But we
I'm
don't think
lactose
that.
intolerant.
So listen.
So am I, and I still eat the cheese, pero por eso que yo me tiro su peo.
Facts.
funny you mentioned, you know, about collaborating and supporting each other. So you're an actor that's trying to do your own original stuff, original content. This is a director that wants to get into the TV.
There you go.
I got a script that's 5 years old that
What's
I've
up?
been working for
What's up?
5
It's
years.
porn, though.
What's up?
And Frank is always down
He's a
to.
phenomenal actor that gets cut out of a lot of shows, but it's okay.
Frank is always
We're
down.
gonna get him in the one where he's gonna be the fucking main guy.
He's always down to
Wars.
play the
Star
Chillo.
Wars. Yeah,
We can find Pinky something in there.
See,
So
that's what I'm saying. Look, collectively, we can do something right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just off the strength
Yeah.
of just throwing and pitching it, right? Look, my nephew over here, you can't see him on camera. His name is Giancarlo GQ. He goes by the Genius Child. He does music videos as well, but he also he just did a movie in Jacksonville. He did a movie in LA.
Nice.
Like he's getting the same thing that you're doing with the music videos. He did as well, but now he's doing the films.
I mean,
and it's
the
just a matter of just honing your craft, learning your angles, and learning your craft to the point where we're now like Eve. Eve started with 50 and Joe back in these days, and now Eve is doing what he's doing. But it's just a matter of like you putting forth that effort to get to that place, and then when you make your own shit, that's the thing, is that we have to make our own shit.
Exactly.
Okay?
I could be the extra all the way in the back.
We need you.
Got you.
We need
Well,
you
that's
for
the thing.
soundtrack.
You'll be the salad tosser. No.
Oh.
Hey, oh! That's Frankie. I'm sorry.
That's Frankie's position.
I could be way back then.
Don't
That's
play
it.
with me.
Yeah,
All day. Don't
Yeah,
play
but
with
this is all jokes aside. We all have something that we bring to the table.
Yeah.
And if we could combine our powers, like fucking what was it?
Voltron.
Voltron. I was thinking more
Captain
like Captain
Planet?
Planet, but
That's
same shit. You know,
That's all.
we can do something, and that's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
It's like we have a network that exists.
Ownership is the key, man. Like I did a reality show that we sold to Telemicro, and I'm still getting residuals
That's
off of
dope,
that.
my brother.
You know what I'm saying? So
Really
it's like,
dope.
but we kept the ownership of it. Like they wanted to do a season 2, but
They had to pay you.
they had to pay us, and we
they
didn't want to do it. It was a pain in the ass. But yeah, like let's just get together, do shit, throw it out there.
After this is done, we're all gonna exchange information.
Yeah,
I would love to,
sure.
and then from there, you know, who knows, bro?
Yeah,
Sky's the limit.
Which script are we doing? We're doing the vampire one finally?
No zombies.
The zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie
I was
apocalypse.
talking about that last night.
I got
But it's a short film.
A horror
It's
genre,
more about
right?
like
Yeah.
a love story.
Hey, why not?
Right before the war.
Hey, why not?
No, but that was my whole plan, was to shoot the short so I could send it out and get the funding.
Right.
So I got people that
Got your
are
lead
willing
actor.
to fund it,
Got your lead actor.
but it has to be structured in the right way. So like, you know, I want to shoot the short so I can show it to them.
It'll
do all that stuff.
be it'll be what they call like a sizzle, right?
A sizzle.
Not a sizzle. I wanted to be a short film so I could live on YouTube and gain traction, so that when we like do the whole marketing that we're shooting the full movie and blah blah blah, and do the GoFundMe or whatever it is, it'll be more organic. And plus, I've never shot a short that was mine, but it's a dope story. It's a love story, and it's different than all the zombie movies I've seen. So I think it'll be good. I'll talk about it after off
Dope.
air.
Yeah.
We're still trying to see this.
I mean, we're trying to shoot a short film based on a TV show that I'm trying to create.
Nice.
And it's based on this guy's life and him hustling. And I don't want to give too much about the story, but my main focus on the short film is the same thing. I want to speak about mental health, and especially in the minority community, which is not something that's been showcased. And I also want to have women producers, and I want to eventually get a woman director for the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't want no women on my project, though.
I get you, brother. Yeah.
Damn, Pinky.
No, and he's
This,
Trujillo over
this
here.
supposed to be, you know what?
A year from now?
Yeah, you want to see
What we're
that.
gonna see you a year from now?
I can't tell you.
You're just going with the flow.
Just go with the flow.
Just riding the wave.
That's
he's
it.
going
I'm a
with-
surfer. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Surf, man. Surf on,
I dig
brother.
I can't tell you. It's just.
Pinky, we're gonna see you a year from now. Because it's been a year of the pandemic, so this is the anniversary of the. We thought the world was ending a year ago. At least it's felt that way, and now we're getting out. And one thing it's taught me is that you can't waste time. You know what I'm saying? So we're not wasting time. We're gonna be a year from now, Pinky.
So I'm a super organizer by nature, right? Super planner. And
OCD.
to a certain extent, and then a couple of years ago my life changed a bit and I let go of a lot of that. But this year has taught me that after doing my taxes, damn bitch, you can really ride the wave. Like, you're a hustler. So wherever, you know, you put your mind to, you're gonna do it. So right now, no plans for me. It's just a feeling. And the feeling is happy.
Oof.
Good. Touche.
Whatever I do, happy.
And I'm gonna get married by next year.
Now, well, if you wanna do that, I have kids.
And
We
then
all have
divorce the
dreams.
year after.
A year.
And then by 2023, I might be divorced.
Oh, you know, more
My
power to
God.
you, bro.
I want to see what that's about. Bad
What,
luck.
marriage? I can tell you a couple things.
Bro. No, that gonna be 18 years, bro. It's nothing. Everything's the same.
18 years? Well, married?
Well, with my
Good for
wife,
you. Oh, no, not with your cheat.
yeah. Married like 7. Damn.
Hey! Boom, boom. That's edited. Take that
Yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah,
Make sure you
yeah,
cut that
yeah.
out.
Fuck, man.
Cut
I'm
it
over
out. It was a joke.
Yeah, I
Frankie
can't go
told me
back
to say
home
that.
messing
What?
with you, bro. I can't go back home messing with you, bro.
Frankie, why you told me to ask him that?
Man, this is scripted. This is all scripted.
Yep.
It's Law and Order. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
En el motel de las 2:32.
And he's right too, bro. That people, he's
Yo, you
psychic.
better watch it. I was watching
He's
you.
Psychic.
Oh, you went to 242nd Street? You got the roaches and all that?
Cut that, cut that
And
again.
it was-
There's a new one right here.
Cut
There's
that
this one right
again.
there.
Wait, so Mamba.
Yeah, the
This
German
is
did-
called Mamba too. You better have a fucking Mamba if you're gonna go in there. If you don't got a Mamba, they're gonna kick
Listen.
you out.
That's actually an Airbnb.
It's an Airbnb?
Yeah.
If you're about
Oh,
that
shit.
life,
Dope.
download a Hotel Tonight. If you're about that
Oh
life.
yeah, that's
Oh yeah, Pinky.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
Pinky.
oh, yeah, what's
yeah,
up?
Pinky.
Hotel Tonight is
A great
when-
resources.
Yeah, well, because remember I used to do a lot of meetings downtown
Oh,
Yeah.
For sure.
for my corporate life.
Oh yeah, what's that? Only I'm just kidding.
So when I needed like to be early downtown, I would just go on Hotel Tonight and just be like, it's just better for me.
To meet at a motel?
No, okay. One thing about me, guys,
I'm only teasing you. I don't even know.
am bougie as fuck
Dope.
when it comes to travel and where I lay my head.
Smart.
I've cried before being in a hotel.
No, because they're dirty.
Cried.
These hotels are
I
dirty. They don't
cried.
clean the
Yeah.
fucking sheets.
For sure.
I cried.
Sushi.
So one
Bed
day,
bugs.
I don't know what happened, but they booked a hotel in Miami, and I was like, "What the is this?" I had my whole clothes on, like I had my hoodie, I had my like long travel tights, I had my socks. I put a freaking like
Who is
bag.
they?
My ex-boyfriend.
Okay. That's one person. That's not many people.
He's an ex now. So.
Yo, bro, come
Yeah.
on. She. Look,
I wonder
finish
he's
the
an
story.
ex.
So then I put the like a garbage bag on top of the bed. And I literally
You
went
did?
to sleep
Nah, don't
like
put that,
this,
though, Pig.
crying. I was crying.
Pig, we've been
The
in
next-
dirtier holes than that hotel
No, that's
room.
just you and your hotel and your Santos.
Yeah.
Me, I am bougie. I like a great hotel.
Listen, man. There's,
Nothing less than my house, and I'm bougie with my bed settings either. I mean, come on.
Only the finest linens for you, Pinks.
there's no better
Sex
sex.
don't be throwing some 800.
Then dirty sex?
Well, yeah, but that's not what I was gonna say.
I could read it right off your mind.
There's no better sex than motel sex. I don't go to motels no more, but I miss.
You missed the
mo-
sound of the bed squeaking.
I miss the motels. I actually have a good motel story. So
Oh man.
Dímelo.
I was I reconnected with an ex from college, and we went to a motel to smash, right? So like I'm smashing, and
dash.
somebody knocks on the door, and I ignore it. I'm like, whatever, hey, fuck it. If it's the cops, it's the cops. But they're gonna arrest me, fucking. So I'm continuing.
Wait, why would the
and-
cops be?
listen,
So
so
the youngin, like you like the youngin.
No, they went to college together.
we went to college together. I was like 25. But so the dude knocks and he's like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here. The hour's up." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yo, get out. Like time is done, my man, unless you want to pay again." So I'm like, "You got the wrong door unless you want to tell me something that I don't know." And she's like, "No, I don't know what the fuck who that is." So he kept banging. So I go to the door and I open the door. I'm like, "Yo,
Hey.
Were
I'm
you
not
butt ass naked when you went
no,
to
no,
the
no, no. I put boxes on. But I went to the door. I'm like, yo, my man, I'm here with my girl. I'm not fucking no whore. So find out where your bitch is and leave us alone. And he left. Some black dude.
That was
There was
That
no
shit was
arc or
hilarious.
anything.
There was
I
no
thought it was-
arc in that
I thought
story.
it was her fucking ex who's coming like, yo, time is up.
Oh, like-
Bang, vamos. Bum, bum.
I'm not.
And you fucked him up, and then right there you get the kiss from the girl, and then you
I'm
start
not
banging
dramatic
out.
like
Like,
that.
you know?
I'm not.
Speak-
Nah,
segue before we go and we wrap it up.
that was a good story, though.
Miami has
No,
been
it's
a
not.
debacle this week.
Oh.
Me and Brance have stories in Miami.
Yes.
I know, Reem, you spent a while in Miami.
Yeah, but that was when Miami was Miami.
Yeah,
Not
well,
now,
it-
whatever it turned out to.
We grew up in Miami. See, we're Kendall boys. We grew up in Kendall,
Ah, nice.
so we already know
I
that
like
life.
that
But unfortunately, what I've seen on TV recently, my
Yeah.
mom right now, she lives on she's on 13th Street and
Yeah, my grandma lives in the beach.
she's in the beach.
Oh, okay.
So she's like giving me day-to-day reports.
Papi, tú no te vas a imaginar lo que yo vi aquí. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo fui para el bingo y no me dejaron entrar para mi casa.
Old lady, she takes a
Yeah.
takes a van to go to bingo. So they go to bingo at like 7 o'clock and they get back like at 11.
Right.
Apparently they had closed down the beach after
Yeah.
like 8. So when she had left, she didn't know about this shit. So she gets back and the lady who's driving her van is also una vieja. They can't get into the beach. So my mom ended up having to go to her friend's house because it was like 4 in the morning. They were still traveling, trying to get into the beach, and they couldn't get into the beach.
Yeah.
But this is a 78-year-old woman who loves bingo, but she wants to go to her home where she goes to get cafecito and all this shit. So, you know, she's not feeling this whole spring break shit. She's like, estos sucios.
Spring break has always been a little wild, but I don't know what these kids are on this year.
Man, nah. I mean, yo, they've been locked up
Wait,
for how long?
wait till Memorial Day. That's gonna be nuts.
They're doing lockdown over there.
Yeah, there's a toca de queda.
A what?
There's a curfew now.
It's curfew.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got the 8 p.m. curfew, but I mean, come on, brother.
Yeah, nobody's gonna.
They
enforce that.
arrested like, what was the number? Like 800 something people? Like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It's-
Miami?
And then,
Yeah.
and then
Wow,
the
it's
folks,
supposed
the
to
folks
go
out
to
there,
the-
they're going to restaurants and shit like that, and they're not paying for the bills. So
Yeah, they're doing that bulto on purpose. One thing that you know if you work the nightlife is that a veces vamos un rebote, and we're not gonna pay. Nobody's gonna pay, and they beyond that. And if you got 20 tables not paying, I'm sorry. That was planeado, or somebody se aprovechó because there was a fight. Oh, I'm not paying either. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't take all the money, and they're promoting it like we're all open. There's no COVID and nothing.
That's the thing is that a lot of the clubs the club owners from New York City that own clubs out here, they're going to Miami and they're opening up in Miami, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, a lot of them.
And Atlanta and all those.
And all those folks are getting their crowds to come to Miami, so it's the hub. And now, COVID is not even a fucking topic anymore. Like, what the fuck are these kids thinking over there? Like, it's insane how they're gathering. Like, this shit is nuts. I mean,
yeah,
no, I get it, but I'm talking about
yo.
you got people coming from but you got people coming from everywhere now.
Yeah, but the kids never really took this pandemic thing to you know. I've always said, and not harping on it because it's a year later, it depends your structure and where you're at in life and your age. Because my family structure, I got a very sick old grandma and I have a child, so I'm thinking about these people. But if you live by yourself and you're 24 and wilding and you think you're Superman, all that's gonna happen to you is I'm gonna get a little sick and whatever, and it's a joke to you because you don't have empathy. Because one thing that society lacks nowadays is empathy for society, for other people's society.
100%.
You know. So if you're being raised not to have a moral compass that if I get sick, I get you sick, that's not really on your mind. And from what the videos are showing me, it's a lot of young people. But the fact that they're trashing the beach and destroying Miami Beach, it's sad because, you know, I'm Frank Collins, now Frank Winwood. I had to move because Collins already got too wild, bro. It was like, it wasn't popping no more. I couldn't rep that no more. And the beach is like Times Square. Nobody from Miami chills on the beach no more. They go to Wynwood, they go to Brickell, you know. No locals. Am I right? You're a Floridian? Nobody goes to the beach unless you're from Atlanta or Virginia or something.
I stopped going to the beach in high school.
Yeah.
Like, y'all find it corny to go to the beach, no verdad? So, you know, and that's because of tourism messing it up. And they ain't nothing like New York, and they ain't nothing like Miami Beach, and it's sad to me. It's sad to me. A lot of great memories in Miami Beach, you know? But, guys, you know, with that, I appreciate you guys for coming. It's a pleasure. We wish you much luck moving forward. It's been a year, but we're gonna get better. Everybody's gonna do. We're gonna all be doing it next year. Doing it. I'm gonna be married. Pinky's gonna be happy. Brands, porn, etc., etc. And we're gonna be doing it. And you know, it's good to be back in a room, being able to do this podcast with y'all. And I appreciate y'all for your time. And much love and much success. And with that, TrapnChercha, episode 3, season 3. We're already out.
Yes.